Today I'm going to talk about my corporate life, which I started in 2022. On 13th April, I joined my first job, and it was in a college setting. I was an aptitude trainer there. You can say kind of a teacher, obviously. So we taught aptitude to the college students. The thing about my first job was, let's talk about the good things first, because I completed 1 year 4 months. I cannot even believe, like, oh, I came with the expectation, or I came with the mindset that I'm going to leave it within 6 months. But thankfully I got a good team, uh, that became my family, and I'm still in connect with them. I'm still connected to them, uh, and I couldn't believe it. Means 1 year and 4 months at my first job. I think it is some sort of achievement, but obviously it couldn't have been possible without the people there. And there are obviously lots of ups and downs in all kinds of jobs, and not only one. So in this teacher job, let me explain you and walk you through the whole procedure. So as I told you earlier, we had to taught students about aptitude, and I had to maintain some sort of worksheets. I had to maintain lecture status and normal things like a teacher does or a professor does in the college. So there was nothing different from that. While doing that job, my obviously, as I told you, the good thing was the team. If because there were more females than male in my team, we enjoyed a lot. I am able to share some videos of that with blurring their faces. I will definitely do that because it is something that I am so proud of. Or the relations, because it's not easy to build in this uh, fake world. It's really not easy, and especially in the corporate life, because you don't know when it's some who is real and who is not, who is going to talk behind your back and who is not. So they were really good people. That is why I was able to complete 1 year and 4 months. I'm going to emphasize this fact a lot because I'm still not able to believe it. And in those in that time, I thoroughly enjoyed. We made pani puris, we made fun of each other, we used Snapchat while working. Even though we had cameras on us, or cameras recording everything, but we weren't afraid of anything. So, all sorts of things I did. And the reason that I left the job was obviously the increment part, because I was not getting it on time. I had to do so many procedures just to get my increment that I deserved. Means that my performance was good. I never got scolded from my manager or from my HOD, because we have colleges and HOD and not the manager. And yes, I made some mistakes. That is obviously given. I am a human. But my manager or my team leader was so good that she didn't scolded me a lot, and she taught me everything with a lot of patience. And I'm lost what I was saying. So I was praised because of my work, but it wasn't reflected in the increment, or because I was not even given that. So I became a little bit impatient, and I tried that I will be changing that my field. Okay, I had already had a plan in my mind that I'm going to change my field. So I thought it's okay not to get increment and to leave this job. I have to try something new. Otherwise, I'll become unskilled. Because to be really honest, I was slowly thinking that my skills has got deteriorated, 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 more than increasing. Okay, this is now the English problem. We're gonna cut it out, or I'm just going to save it for the bloopers. Okay, when English is your second language, so my performance got bad in my own subject, like the knowledge. But am I going to contradict myself later on? Maybe I can do that. So in terms of, like, I got to know about the teaching method. Okay, what is the right teaching method? I got the hang of it, but my own knowledge was not increased beyond the certain level, because we were not allowed to teach the students beyond the certain level. So we were always in the beginners level. So first of reason was the money, and the second was the growth. that yes, after I will not be able to teach them anything beyond the beginners because it's not required here. So I thought it's better to leave, and I left eventually. And as I told you that I was in the mood of changing my career, I did some courses on Coursera, and obviously I didn't complete it much of them, and I got lost again. During that time, I searched for so many jobs, but I couldn't get one. So I got the one more job offer after a long time. Like after 4 months, I received one job offer. That too in the different domain only. Okay, I was again a subject matter expert in statistics, but can you believe I left the job in 3 days because no, dude, I will not be able to work with the negative environment. My manager there, or I would say better, the better word will be the team manager, was so strict that she expected me to learn everything just in the first go and not make any mistakes and to deliver the perfect work in the second try only. So she scolded me very often. Like in the 3 days duration, I was scolded, I think, 4 to 5 times. And I don't know why. Come on, dude. It's something new for me. I am a beginner at that platform, or I was a beginner on that platform. So you should be patient enough to teach people. But she was not. And I just cannot work in the negative environment. And I thought to myself, I that job profile is also not good for me because there is nothing much to explore. I was not actually interacting with people, so it's really important for you to interact with people whenever you are doing job. Otherwise, your one important part of skill is missing. That is the communication skills. So I needed that. So that is why a lot of for a lot of reasons again I left my second job within the 3 days. I'm going to emphasize that because I think so, as a Gen Z person, or you can say MZ, I was born in early 2000s. I will not be able to work in the negative environment, and especially in the environment where I'm not able to see any growth in the sense of I'm getting more domain knowledge, I'm getting more experienced, or getting more uh, or more good in the concepts of my own domain. So there was no such factor involved. So that is why I left the job. And wait a minute, I'm getting a call. So after leaving that job in 3 days, I took a break of around, I think, only 20 days, because after that I received one more job offer, and I could not believe it. Like I expected it to be at 0% probability because uh, when I was applying for it, I thought they require some experienced person. I was just applying to anything. I became crazy at that point that I was applying to any kind of job on LinkedIn. I was applying to the job even I don't have knowledge in, even though I didn't have any knowledge in that domain. I applied for software jobs, which was really funny because yeah, and obviously I will not get called for that, but I did it for the sake of doing it. And and what other job I applied for? And this one was the English job, the IELTS trainer, to be specific, all the international English language exams. So I expected it to be the least because I have no experience in teaching English as a subject. Obviously, I can speak a little bit or speak fluently, but no, I don't have so much knowledge to teach it as a subject. But they decided to trust me. I was called for the interview. I gave the interview. The whole recruitment process finished in 2 days, and I joined on 6th of December 2023. I'm not following you through the timeline, am I? No. But I'm going to mention here on the video so that you're following the timeline. And first of all, let's talk about the difficulties that I faced while I was applying for the job from uh, August. It started, the struggle to find a job started in August and it finally ended in December. So, the amount of time, why this amount of time it took me was, I think the main reason was because of I was trying to apply for only work from home. I was not looking for any offline opportunities because I got some opportunities offline, but I rejected them all because yeah, I want to work at the comfort of my home. Okay, I'm just too lazy to travel anywhere, and especially given that I have to use public transport. That is why I just want to work at the comfort of my home. And I think because that was the one and main reason why I was not even getting any calls, even though I was applying in my own field. I was applying as an aptitude trainer to different places, but obviously I didn't got through any of it. They didn't even call me. The saddest part of finding a job was I was not even getting the call from my own domain or from my own field. But that's okay. But I can say the part of the reason maybe it has to do with what, the work from home thing. Yeah. So after that, I joined new job, which was as an English teacher in a coaching private coaching institute. Okay, the keyword is here is private coaching institute, and oh my god, it was overwhelming at first. Obviously, I have never taught English as a subject, and I was trying to learn first the grammar because it was the basic. We have to do the grammar first, and then I learn about IELTS, I learned about PTE, I learned about Duolingo English test, and all sorts of other English proficiency tests that are used to give exams or that are used to apply in foreign universities. So that shows that how flexible I am. So I'm going to just uh, do my I'm going to compliment myself because nobody does. Yeah, a lot of less people do it. Only my friends does it, and except them, nobody else does it. That I have constantly changed the field. I was working as an aptitude trainer, then I started working as a subject matter expert in statistics. Then I started working as as an English teacher. Can you believe it? Whatever, that is my fate. But so I learned first of all grammar, and then I started learning about IELTS and everything. How does it work? How does it function? But here comes the problem. Okay. Teaching today's generation is not easy at all, and especially people of my own age or just they are just few years older than me. Okay, it's not easy. To me, it was definitely difficult. First of all, look, teaching English is totally different from speaking English because how I work in English, okay, that is sounding right, I can use this. That is sounding right, I can use, but I cannot teach with this method. I have to give them the proper reason. Okay, after preposition, noun comes, after adverb, verb comes, or whatever it was. So, but I definitely enjoyed the process of learning English. Overall, my English was improved, my written English. I was able to find my own mistakes while writing, and I used the best assistant in this world, that is ChatGPT. I continuously kept asking for all the help, and I took a lot of help from the online because they didn't give us any time. Okay, the people who employed me didn't give me a proper time to talk to my colleagues and talk and to gain knowledge from her only. Yes, that was the main problem of this job. Like, I didn't get any time. I didn't get any time to sit with my fellow colleagues and to learn about the IELTS or PTE or learn about English in general from them. We didn't had any common time except the lunch time. But in the lunchtime, we are going to do lunch. Nobody is going to talk about the job whole day. So I could not ask for much favor from my own colleagues. And the grammar part was good. I enjoyed it, thoroughly enjoyed it. But the students' doubt, I didn't like that at all. Like, the doubts were good, genuine, but the way they asked was very rude. They just simply ask, ma'am, why it cannot be happen. Just ask politely, yeah. Some students asked very politely, which was very kind of them, but some were straight up rude. And as a human nature, we always tend to remember the bad things more than the good ones. Sorry. I also only have much more bad memories than the good ones. And in IELTS classes, it was a disaster. Like students were so skeptical of my teaching, of my methods that I cannot even tell you. So obviously, I thoroughly enjoyed. But like I only worked there for 3 months. Okay, I already quit from there. I'm unemployed right now. No, I'm taking a break, a meaningful break, so that I can start my own YouTube channel. You will see a lot of English content here or any new domain that I'm trying to get in, content related to that. That is why I took the break. And so the first thing that why I didn't like this job, because there was no sure day that this day is going to be happy, this day is going to be sad. During the whole 3 months, it was a roller coaster ride. No day was constant. Even though I'm initially feeling good, but it can happen that the day can go bad even without my own permission, because maybe I'm not able to address the doubts properly. Maybe they asked some questions that I'm not aware of it right now. So it was a whole roller coaster ride. Some days were really good, some days were really bad, some days were half good and half bad. So this uh, or uncertain feeling, or constantly I was thinking, whenever I woke up, I was thinking, I don't know how this day is going to go. Every single day, I felt like that, which because of which it gave me a lot of stress, whether I will be able to perform well or not. And working without feedbacks is really bad. Means like I was actually given looks whenever I taught something wrong, but never appreciated or hardly appreciated whenever I taught something well. Yes, I have to judge it all by my own self, and the students literally gave no feedbacks to me, and partially because it wasn't allowed as well. So there were a lot of difficulties in this one job, and the time and the situation. I will not tell you everything in detail, because I didn't like it. The holidays, they were so bad in giving us holidays. I cannot even tell you. So that is why I'm not telling you. The holiday policy was the worst here. They were not even giving us the our deserved holiday. Okay, that is assigned by the government. They were not giving us that because it's a private institute, and we were denied of the government holidays, and that is all. But let's talk about the good things that I've learned through this whole 2 year experience in the corporate life. I'll say partially, because it is not properly whole 2 years, and it's still not 13th January, sorry, 13th April 2024. No worry. I'll name it as a 1 year, more than 1 year life experience or in corporate world. So I'm learning a lot, yeah. Be cooperative. And one major thing that I would like to talk about is that, first of all, in the latest job, what I learned, that it is very important to accept your mistakes. As a teacher, yes, I can make a lot of mistakes. It gave me the confidence that even if I don't know something right now, I can tell you tomorrow with proper knowledge and with proper reasoning. Okay, I don't have to give answers to all queries right at this moment. I just can tell the students to ask me tomorrow, since I don't have the proper or the correct knowledge which is required at the moment. So they can ask me the same doubt tomorrow, or I can by myself go and clarify that doubt. So this was the very important thing, that it's okay. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to make a lot of mistakes in front of, you can say, 15 or more than 15 people. It's okay. It's actually normal to make mistakes in front of the live audience, in front of the students, and you're doing everything live, you know. In the video format, we can still do a lot of editing and everything. That is why I don't like editing at all, because it makes me hide my own mistakes, which I definitely don't want to do that. And partially because I'm a lazy person, I don't want to waste my time or invest time in editing. I just want to publish whatever I've um, recorded, and if possible in the future, I'll hire a good video editor. I said a good. If you are one of them, just kindly contact me. Just good, sufficient. I don't want you to be at pro level. I just want you to be at sufficient level so that you can edit my videos and they look a little bit decent. That is all. And how not to care about others. I'm still learning that. Yeah. I think I will make whole another video on the things that I want to learn while I'm in my 20s because it's essential. Trust me. We have to be okay with the fact that the world doesn't revolve around us. We have to be okay with the fact that we can make a lot of mistakes in front of the people. We have to be okay with the fact that people have their own life and not everybody is judging me all the time. And there is one more. There was one more, I believe. Yes. It's okay to make mistakes. Let me revise. It's okay to do. It's okay to make mistakes. Okay. What I'm doing, I need to cut this down. Okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to think that you are not the center of the world. Okay. Whole world doesn't revolve around you. You are just a person who has come to live here, and that's all. Okay. That is the important lessons that I have learned. Bye. See you.